A very good law can be used injuriously by very bad people. The Public Order Act, as the name suggests, is to assist, ensure public order. But clearly, you need to establish that there's a real threat to public order. This is a protest march in which we have not heard one single Ghanaian make a statement that they are going to challenge the protesters, that they are going to organize a counter demonstration. Nobody has said they're going to organize a counter demonstration. So there's really no threat. Secondly, this is a protest march led by members of parliament. And so we're also very interested in a peaceful and orderly march to the central bank and to present our petitions and then to depart peacefully, because our reputations are also on the line. In fact, we'll be watching the police more than they will be watching us. And for every demonstration that I have participated in, we've made sure that the entire march is covered, every angle of it, by our own cameras, so that when there's a problem anywhere, we will all be able to detect who caused it. Because, again, you must always look out for infiltrators. You must look out for... Sometimes the infiltrators can actually be, sponsored state security actors. So you can't assume that all the people wearing uniforms and standing there, mean well for the demonstrators. So we'll be watching them more than they'll be watching us.
They say there'll be too much of traffic problem, the place is already congested, and the Bank of Ghana is a security installation, so to speak. The law says if they have reasonable grounds to believe that the event, if held, may lead to violence or endanger public defense, public order, public safety, public health, or the running of essential services, or violate the rights and freedoms of other persons, they must request the organizers to postpone the event to another date or something to the effect. If you don't agree, they should go to court and seek to prohibit it.
So far, I've demonstrated that there's no evidence that there will be threat to peace and security.
They talk about terrorism. They talk about the wave of coups in recent days in Africa.
I was going to come to that. But can you imagine that the Ghana Police Service is telling us that because of a coup in Niger, a country that we don't share border with, because of a coup in Mali, which happened about 2-3 years ago, and because of a coup in Guinea, which happened several years ago, maybe they want to add Gabon. I'm sure they want to add Gabon, which is in Central Africa, so far away from us. Many people in Ghana are where Gabon is located. You see, because of all these, a fundamental right of Ghanaians to express their views about the mismanagement of their financial sector by their central bank cannot be exercised because there are coups in other countries. For me, this is very, very serious indictment.
They didn't say you shouldn't.
This is an indictment.
They said, don't use this route. We'll give you different other routes to use, and then go to the Independence Square and present your petition.
I was in the meeting with the police. They said that because of these reasons, terrorism and military coups, we could not march through Makola Market. We could not march through Opera Square. We could not march through Rollins, Park. I pointed out to them that not many years ago, I participated in demonstrations in which we marched from Obrasport Circle through Makola Market, through Opera Square, by the same central bank that today they think we cannot march to, and we terminated at Harts Park. So clearly, we have done this before. We've done this severally. What has happened today? What has degenerated about the Ghana Police Service that they cannot police citizens to march along the same routes that they could march through several years ago? If anything at all, these past demonstrations should serve as experience for the police service in how to police people to march along those same routes. So if you could do this several years ago, why can't you do it today? There are precedents. Those same places they say we cannot march through, we've marched through them before. So clearly, these are not their reasons. In fact, at the first meeting, which was the only meeting really, they wanted us to rather start at Obra Sport to Adabraka, take the 10 on the left to TUC building, pass by City House, and terminate at Independence Square. We said, okay, you are so concerned about us going to the Bank of Ghana head office. Do you know City House's Bank of Ghana head office annex? And they were sitting there. We said, see, so you claim you know what are security zones in this country, but you want us to go to City House, but you don't want us to go to the Bank of Ghana head office. If Bank of Ghana head office is a security zone, then City House is also a security zone. But you have no problem with us going to City House.
Okay.
I was in the meeting. So we told them that so far, all that you've said do not establish any of the grounds in the Public Order Act. You haven't established a case of threat to public peace, security. There's nowhere in Accra that you carry out a demonstration and it won't affect traffic. In fact, when they proposed to us to start from Obra Sport and terminate at Independence Square, we said, look, why do you want to inconvenience the public all the way from Circle to Independence Square when we are proposing to start just in front of Parliament House and end at the Central Bank? That's the shortest route.
All right.
And it won't take us long. And the routes we have chosen are very wide and broad. So they have no basis.
On Monday, I've seen that they have filed their process, filed their affidavit. You have also filed yours in opposition. So you go before a court and argue, and a court will make a determination.